house fire is set. That's horrific. You are his mother.
I am.
So make it make sense.
Jeffrey's own parents, Heather and Ernest. Together, these two have made sure to burn down evidence of their crimes. Now, before they can get away, it will become a race against the clock to make sure that detectives catch on to what they have done.
I had no way of knowing there was fire at that point.
Well, this doesn't go away today. This is just the beginning.
You're the only two there, and we know something's done to them. Now's the time. Now's the time.
On the night of February 28, 2017, in a small rural town in Chenango County, New York, Ernest and Heather Franklin sat down together and watched a movie. The movie was Manchester by the Sea. In it, a father accidentally starts a fire that kills his children, and he walks free because it wasn't intentional. That scene didn't horrify the Franklins. It gave them an idea. Because hours later, by 1:14 a.m. into March 1st, officers would be called to a terrifying sight at the household.
09 Chenango. Subject on scene reporting one still trapped in a house. Copy. Entrapment 126.
With the home lit ablaze, Ernest and Heather are already safe and standing outside, but their adopted son, Jeffrey Franklin, is still inside the house. Jeffrey had special needs, which means that at this very moment, first responders must reach him in time before it's too late.
109 going. 09 Chenango, being advised that there's still one person in the house. 09, you are unreadable.
So while they wait for a line to arrive, officers begin talking to Ernest, who is just a few feet away from the scene.
Watch this dog.
Okay.
Ernest, what's your date of birth? 12/6/81. This is 460? 457. 457. You got a phone number? Yeah. House phone? The cell phone, we don't get service up here, but
Unfortunately, by the time emergency teams made their way inside, Jeffrey had already passed away. It looked like an accident at first, but the coroner's report soon revealed some disturbing details. It showed Jeffrey was already dead before the fire started, and he didn't die because of it. But due to his condition, the pathologist couldn't determine how exactly. The silver lining here was that it gave enough grounds for officers to bring the Franklin couple in for questioning, starting with Ernest.
Alright, there you go. You can have a seat. I don't know if you met Gary Miller yet.
How you doing, man?
Well, thanks for coming in, Ernest. Gary works here with us at the Sheriff's Office. So, yeah, we're finishing up the investigation, and we had a few more questions. Just kind of wanted to go over things again, make sure we had it all right.
Ernest is too calm for someone who just lost his son. One would expect a parent to be bawling their eyes out, but he's more interested in sharing a made-up story instead.
Well, while we're on it, give me the layout of your house.
Okay.
Like, when I pull up in your driveway, and I was looking at the house basically the long way, right? Is that the normal door that you would go in?
The sliding door on the front side of the porch.
That I'd be looking at
The
then?
narrow side.
So when I pull up in your driveway and I'm looking at the narrow end of what was your house, there's a sliding door.
Yeah.
Where was that? Left, right,
No,
middle?
it was on the, if you walk up on the porch, it was straight ahead.
Okay, and that's the door that you go in?
Yeah, it was more on the right.
Okay. Can I call that the front door?
Yeah.
Okay. Just so I don't keep getting myself confused. So when I walk in your front door, then give me the layout of your house from there.
You walk into the dining room, then off from the dining room to the left was the living room. Right in front of the dining room was the kitchen. There was a hallway. Back of the living room was the spare bedroom, the nursery. Then back of that was JR's room. And back of that was our bathroom. So from the kitchen, go back was, after the kitchen was the laundry room, then hallway bathroom, and our room.
Okay. So when you talk about working on the nursery, that'd be on the left side of your house,
Yeah.
like the second room back or something?
The first room back.
First room back. When I walk in your front door, you said, I think dining room and living room?
Mhm.
Living room on left, dining room on right, is that what you said?
Dining room on the right, living room on the left.
Okay. Is there a wall between them or is that all open?
It's open, had a little island separating
Okay.
living room, dining room from kitchen.
But not a full wall?
No,
Okay. And somewhere in there, you had a wood stove.
that was right next to the sliding glass door.
So in the living room or the dining
It
room?
was in between the living room and dining room.
Kind of in between both.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So now we'll go back again. Sorry, you said you probably worked on a nursery some.
Yeah, been taking drywall off, pulling nails, and ripped up the floor.
So like what was left in the nursery, as far as you remember that day, was it down to bare studs all the way around? Or was
Oh
it,
yeah.
there's no sheetrock or
No.
insulation left in there or anything?
On the outside wall.
Just the exterior?
Yeah, that's all there was in it.
Okay, what about the wiring?
It was still there.
It was all intact?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't do any of that.
How about the wall between the nursery and JR's? Did it have sheetrock on it?
JR side did.
So the one side did. It wasn't like it was open
Right.
all the way through. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, we ordered an installation to do all the walls.
I'm sorry, you ordered it, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Had you bought any of the other stuff yet?
Oh yeah, we had sheetrock in there. We had all the smart plating fixtures, ceiling fans.
Where'd you get that stuff from?
Lowe's.
Mostly Lowe's.
Yeah.
Like Norwich or Oneonta or Binghamton? Both.
Wherever we were.
Okay, gotcha. I know that is by a little at a time to
Yeah.
spread it out, yeah. So was that the only room you were doing work on? Was the rest of the house, you hadn't torn any other
No.
rooms apart or anything to remodel or, okay. What'd you have for like smoke alarms and smoke detectors and all that?
There was a smoke alarm outside the kitchen. It was the lighted one.
With the flashing light?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. That controlled his smoke alarm in his room. It was hooked up to a low vibrator that goes underneath the sheet to wake him up.
okay, on the mattress.
Yeah.
Does it go under the mattress or on top of the mattress?
It goes on right underneath the sheet. So
Oh, okay, so on top of the mattress on the sheet, gotcha. It didn't shake enough if you had it like under the mattress, it wouldn't work?
wasn't
Okay.
that powerful.
Gotcha. Is that electric then?
Yeah.
The flashing smoke alarms, are they electric or battery?
Electric.
Electric, okay.
They'd be hardwired in.
Okay, were there any other ones?
Yeah. Each of the bedrooms had their own smoke alarm.
Were they battery or?
Battery. Yeah.
They were battery.
Yeah, all right.
As far as you know, they were working?
Yep.
Batteries weren't pulled out for remotes or anything like
No.
things happen? Okay.
No. Yeah, they take 9 volts. We had took 9 volts.
Yeah, okay. Now I think about it, I'm not sure the one nearest my kitchen's got the battery in it anymore either because it goes off all the time. So you had the 4 smoke detectors in.
Yeah. And we also had a fire extinguisher next to the refrigerator in the kitchen.
Like a little
Yep.
kitchen type one.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And you hadn't redone the wiring in the nursery or anything
Nope.
yet, then that was all what was there when you started, it was all intact. And-
Yeah,
okay.
none of the faceplates were off, or it was just hanging.
Okay,
I had the cheap trailer boxes that were already intact.
right, all right. No electrical problems then with the place? Excuse me. Like, I think I remember somewhere being told that your furnace wasn't connected.
This part is actually smart. He's walking detectives through the layout of the house and answering questions. But the problem with this is that the story he gives now is the yardstick which with all his words would be measured against.
If I remember right, it's hard to remember with 3 feet of snow on the ground, but it seemed like that was a fairly warm
Yeah,
stretch of 3 or 4 or 5 days there, right?
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we started at night just to keep the chill off in the morning.
So the furnace wasn't hooked up. You hadn't been using electric space heaters at that point. Had you, like during that week leading up to the fire, had you been using the wood stove, or is that the first night you had the fire?
Oh, we used it a couple times.
A couple times?
Yeah.
All right. When it's real cold, that thing heat the whole house pretty well?
Yeah. You can get up to 90 in there.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty well, isn't it?
Yep.
Works for me. So on a night like that, you fired it up to get the chill out.
Yeah, just keep it on.
Would you fill the wood stove with wood, or half fill the fire?
When we started, we just put half of it in, just kindle in, and a couple dry pieces.
And that would do you for the night then?
Yeah.
You wouldn't have to get it going and then fill the firebox and
No.
for the night.
No.
Okay, not on a sort of warm night.
Right.
Gotcha.
If it's a real cold night, might have to get up at once to put more on, but.
Right. Yeah, I might still have wood heater. Mine had done that good job. Any problems with the wood stove?
The only problem I had, the piping kept on sliding. And I picked up a new piece to put on there.
What do you mean by kept on sliding?
Oh, some reason why, where the pipe at the top, slid down into the stove itself. I picked up an extension.
Is it vent out the back or straight out the top?
That wasn't for vent, it was just for the smoke itself.
That's what I mean. The
Yeah,
chimney, does it come out the back or the top?
Top.
Right out the top of the
Yeah.
stove.
So now there's a possible innocent explanation on the table. The family stove just malfunctioned. When CSIs began looking at it later down the line, they very quickly realized that there was nothing to indicate that happening. There had been no technical malfunctions with the stove itself. What they did find instead was that the stove door had been left wide open, feeding oxygen to a fire that had deliberately been lit inside.
What was Heather doing?
She went to the store, went to Walmart.
Like after the movie ended?
Yeah.
And was that like around the same time that you were starting the fire she left to go then?
She left right before I started the fire.
Okay. How long then would you say from the end of the movie to when you started the fire? I mean, were we talking a long time?
No, probably 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. So she left to go to the store, you start the fire, and then what happened after that?
Went to go let my two inside dogs out one at a time. Both get out, they take off forever.
Yeah.
They go up to the pond and play. Went to let one out, and they both got out. And so I did my nightly routine of feeding water, clean out the water buckets, and do the outside animals.
Okay.
And I walked up to the pond to go get them.
So what did the dogs look like? I think I saw 3 dogs up there.
There's 4. The 2 inside dogs were, mine is mostly black, a little bit of white. It's a lab Akita mix.
Okay.
It's most of the lab. And the other one is like a brittle color.
Okay. Then you said yours.
Yep.
Does Heather belong to the other dog then? Or? Oh, okay.
Yep.
So you got his and hers.
Yep.
All right. You weren't like watching a neighbor's dog or
Nope.
something. Gotcha.
And
All
the
right.
2 outside dogs, one outside dog is a Great Pyrenees. It's a livestock dog, pure white.
Are they big? Great Pyrenees.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, she's nailed up like that.
okay.
Big, beautiful dogs.
Yep. And we got a little puppy.
And that's an outside dog?
Yep, stayed in with the goats.
Okay. It's like out behind your place. I
Yeah.
remember a shed with some goats
Yeah.
around it. So, okay. So you start the fire. Said you meant to let one dog out, but they both got out. Now you said they ran to the pond. What pond are you talking about?
There's a house up on 35 that sits way back that has a pond in front of their house.
Kind of like straight up over the hill from you then, or
Yeah.
any idea how far that is? Would you say?
Walking my house, maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Ernest protects Heather here and she has an alibi, but this isn't the defense he thinks it is, because he just revealed to the detectives that he left the stove on and Jeffrey unsupervised. Such a detail is enough to put him behind bars on charges around negligence. But was Ernest negligent, or is this just a setup?
So at some point you're walking down the hill and you notice fire at your house. How far from your house were you, would you say?
100 feet, maybe a little more.
Okay. So, just to see if you and I have about the kind of measurement. Around your house is a clearing.
Yep.
Right? How far would you say from your house to the clearing on the, say on the uphill side, how far would you say that is?
I got to the clearing on the, if you're going up the driveway, you get the house on the right.
Yep.
It's up on the left.
So, what I remember, like your house is on here, and then there's another level,
Yep.
and then it goes up the bank a little bit to the
Yep.
clearing, and that kind of comes around.
Yep.
So when you were walking down the hill, if I'm facing down the hill, would your house have been
On the left.
off to the left a little
Yep.
bit, so you're coming at it at an angle?
Yeah.
And you were about at the edge of the woods then,
Mm-hmm.
when you noticed the fire?
Yeah.
Okay. And tell me what you noticed about the fire, like where it was and stuff.
It's in the living room, dining room area.
So, on the one end of your house is the sliding door.
Mm-hmm.
Are there windows on that end too?
No, there's 2 sliding doors right there.
So one goes in the living room, one in the
Yeah.
dining room. Okay.
We didn't use the one on the living room side.
Okay. So, and that would be to the left
Yeah.
as I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Could you see fire in both those?
I see fire from the sliding door and on this side there was where the AC was.
So, okay. So, back to looking at the end here, you got those 2 sliding doors.
Yeah.
The AC around the other side,
Yeah,
around the
back,
corner from that
yeah,
door?
on the back side.
Okay. And that would still be in the living room though?
Yep.
There's a window there that,
Mhm.
and you had a window AC unit.
Yep.
So you could see fire in the living room sliding door
Mhm.
and the living room window?
Yep.
Okay. Could you see it in the dining room sliding door?
Left side, the dining room sliding door and the window on the living room side.
Okay. And then what's your next window down on, where from the AC? Are you still in the living room?
No, that would have been a bedroom.
Into the nursery area there? Could you see fire in through that window yet?
No, not at that time.
Okay. Excuse me. So when you get to the clearing and you see the fire, are the dogs still with you?
They took off again.
They take off again. Like partway back, did they take off, or do you know?
The one followed me down to make the phone call or have the New Year's call.
Which one's that?
Bear, my wife's dog.
Heather's dog. Okay.
Yeah.
But the other dog had taken off at some point.
Yeah.
Do you know if it was before he got back to the house?
No, the room when I got back to the house.
About when he got back.
Yeah.
Okay. But did you have him on a leash or anything
No.
when you found him?
Mm-mm.
No, they just follow you
Oh,
back,
yeah.
all right? Even though they run off to begin with?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you see the fire, what do you do next?
I tried going on the backside to see if I can get JR out, and when I went around back, the fire was inside the nursery. Tried breaking the windows to get in, and it was too hot, so I ran across the road.
Okay. So help me out when you say the backside.
The muddy side.
The side that the bank comes out to.
Yeah.
All right. How did you said you went along the backside. How did you get there?
Walked around.
I mean, were you right next to the house, or
Yeah.
you're up on that bank?
No, I was right next to the house.
So you pretty much like ran down to the
Yeah.
corner and
Yeah.
made a left then along that side of the house.
Well, I went down over the bank, but
Down over the bank to the corner and then along the.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to picture the layout as we're talking, so I know what you're talking about here.
I draw a picture if you want.
Well, we may have to, because sometimes I can't keep stuff straight too well.
Yeah.
So you get down, you go down over the bank to the corner of the house. So basically, I'm at the corner of the house, right? I got a sliding door and air conditioner window. You go right along
Yep.
the edge of the house, then, basically. And the fire's still all inside. It hasn't come out windows and doors
It's coming out some through the windows. Well, wasn't going through the roof yet.
yet. Okay. When you first noticed it, was it coming out the windows then? At the edge of the clearing?
Little wasn't bad, but no, I mean it was breaking the windows from the heat.
Like you could hear the windows breaking?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was before you got down to the house?
Yeah. So I went down and slid down the banks and went over and tried to get him out. Fire was just too hot.
Okay.
Couldn't get in there.
One important detail to note from official reports is that when officers arrived, Ernest had no observable ash or soot on him, and he had been outside the home for hours by that point. In fact, his clothes were in pristine condition and far too neat for someone trying to break into a home engulfed in fire.
And the desk that you said came up to about 10 out of the window, is that like just like a school desk or computer desk?
Computer desk.
Okay. So when you threw the rock through, there was nothing that stopped it and went through the glass.
Right.
All right. How far away were you when you threw the rock?
A couple feet.
Like straight at the window?
Yeah.
Okay. But there's no fire in the room yet that you can see?
Starting to come through the wall.
Through which wall?
From the nursery.
So if as you're looking in the window, you can see
Right.
fire coming in from the right-hand side? Okay. How about the nursery window? Is it no fire coming out that yet?
No.
Okay. So you throw the rock through the window, and then what?
I couldn't get into them, so I ran across the road.
How'd you try to get into them?
Climb.
Like through the window, you mean?
Yeah.
So
It's too far.
the glass was all out then? After you threw the rock through, the glass came? Oh, did you? I mean, the rock was this big. The window, from what I remember, was a normal size window,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you didn't have to clean the glass out or anything, just throwing the rock through?
No, I mean, some, but,
You had to clean some glass out. Okay.
but
And then-
I couldn't climb up in there. Couldn't hoist myself up, so
It was too high up?
yeah.
Okay. So, like, you grabbed a hold of the window and tried to climb in? All right. And you couldn't get in. You said it was too hot, too. Okay. Could you hear the smoke alarms going off or anything at that point?
No.
See the flashing?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Do you remember seeing JR or hearing
I
anything?
couldn't see anything in there.
Okay. Was JR completely nonverbal?
He was deaf.
Right, but could he talk at all, make sounds?
Sign language.
But if he heard himself make any kind of, to let you know he got hurt?
He would tell us.
So he could talk then?
No. That's what I'm saying.
He'd just tell you with sign language?
Correct.
All right, but
That's not nonverbal.
all right, I guess I'm asking it the wrong way then, sorry.
Can he speak? No.
Can he make sounds?
Yes, he can make sense.
Okay, so if he heard himself, then he could make a sound other than letting you know through sign language. Okay, gotcha. But you didn't hear him making any sound at that point?
No.
Okay. Do you have a flashlight with you, by the way?
Yeah.
When you went to get the dogs? Okay. Did you shine the light in the window or anything?
Nah, it was too black.
It's too black. So you didn't even try shining it then?
Nah, I couldn't.
Okay.
Couldn't even see nothing.
By the way, you want some water?
No, I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah, the flashlight I have kind of sucks. So.
Well, I mean, if it's really smoky, you might not have been able to see through anyway.
Yeah, it was just a little light. Take that AA battery.
Okay. So when you're trying to climb through the window, you see the fire coming through the nursery wall. Notice fire anywhere else at that point?
I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. Was the bed still standing?
What I could feel of it.
So you could actually feel part of the bed?
Mhm.
How far, like if you're at the window reaching through, how far in would the bed be?
Probably that far.
So if I'm standing at the window, let's just,
side.
how far to the corner of that room would you say it is from the window to that corner?
Closer up to the window, just about.
So the bed pretty much from that wall out to the
Yeah.
window. Okay. And then the desk from there
Yeah.
out?
As a father, if you come down a hill and see your house on fire, you would most likely charge into the house whether you hear your son screaming or not. But Ernest didn't charge in, nor did he try to look for Jeffrey. He stood there laughing as he shared his phone number.
I think I forgot to ask you this too. So you go out to get the dogs, you feed the animals, then you go out to get the dogs. You said maybe that was an hour, right, from the time you started to the time you got back. So you're thinking that was, what time would you say that you came back to put on the fire?
11:30-ish, or 12 maybe.
Okay, and you're pretty certain on your time frame then? movie ended around 10:30. You did your chores, got the dogs.
But no. Like I said, I don't period watch or anything, so.
Yeah, I mean, you do your chores every night, so you know about how long they take you
Yeah,
anyway, right?
Look at sometimes, it's a little longer, sometimes shorter.
Right.
Sometimes I, check. Our girls are supposed to be pregnant, so I check them over. Make sure they're not got a kid or anything.
Right. But you said you thought that night maybe a half hour or so.
Yeah.
All right. And maybe a half hour to go get the dogs back. I think he actually said it was more like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll say it was an hour,
Mm-hmm.
just in case you spend a little extra time on your animal chores. So that puts it 11:30, 11:45 then.
Right.
Sounds right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then you tried to get JR out, you said for 10 or 15 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
So that puts it around midnight probably. Yeah. Okay. So at that point, Heather, we'll say she'd been gone maybe an hour and a half. Is that a long trip to Walmart for her? Just to pick up a few things?
Yeah, it's about normal.
About normal. Okay.
I think
So,
it might have been a little over that because I guess she did Easter shopping too, so for the kid.
okay. Now, when you say the kid, you mean JR or not the baby on the way?
Oh, yeah, picked up Easter gifts for JR, then picked up some nursery stuff, some baby blankets.
Okay.
We just took them in the house yesterday, so
Gotcha.
first time I think.
So that's why it's fresh in your memory then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you came down the hill and didn't see the truck, you weren't surprised then?
Right.
Okay.
Well, she left before I started doing animals, so.
Right, but I guess what I'm saying is, let's say from 10:30 to if you came back at 11:30, 11:45, we'll even say it was an hour and a half.
Right.
You weren't surprised after an hour and a half when you came down the hill that the truck wasn't there.
No.
Okay. So the next you saw of Heather then after she left was when the deputies took you over to her during the fire.
Yeah.
And where was she then?
She was at the bottom of the steps.
Okay. Where'd you guys go from there?
I seen her for maybe 5 minutes and I sent her across the road.
If the movie ended around 10:30 and he spent roughly an hour on dogs and chores, that gets him back to the house around 11:30 at the earliest. The 911 call didn't come in until after 1 a.m. Heather's window is even bigger, which begs the question, what were they doing in those unaccounted times?
Now, I remember hearing from somebody something about the electric being turned off.
Yep. On the way back up, I turned the power off at one of the main panels.
On the way back up from having a neighbor call 911?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was before he got up and around and saw the propane tank then?
Right.
Okay. Is that something you were trained to do somewhere or what?
Military.
If there's a fire, go turn the power off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Copy, I'm not familiar with this pond at all. Where is this?
You can't see it from the road.
Okay.
From
You said there-
75 or from 8?
Right.
You
So
see
you-
your road, okay.
You said you got to the house and or in that area and the pond's beyond it?
How do I explain this? From when you walk from our house, you walk through the woods. There's trails going to the house.
Okay.
There are mostly trails and a little bit of field you gotta go through.
Okay.
If you go up 35, you have the White House on the corner of 8 and 35.
You
Is that the
lost
one
me
with the
there.
goat in the front all the time?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Then you go past that. There's another house up on the right, and then you have an old abandoned house a little bit farther up. And right past the abandoned house, there's a long driveway that goes out back, and there's a pond right back of the tree line, in between the tree line and the house.
So I'm thinking another one, there's like a pond on 35 I can see from the road and the house behind it. It's not that one?
Right off Main 8, pretty much. Maybe.
Yeah, just up top of the hill through the rock cut up on top. There's a right, almost, I mean, not beside the road, but you can see it from the road. There's a decent sized pond and a house that sits behind it. That's the one you're talking about? Okay.
What thoughts have come across your mind?
that he should be here.
I agree. Any other things? I mean,
I'm gonna run through it, and
you beating yourself up over it?
yeah, I'm not getting too much sleep, so.
I bet. Why do you think he didn't make it out? Do you think that there was something wrong with the alarm, or are you certain that it was hooked up? You're certain it was hooked up?
Yeah. I know when he sleeps, he gets into a dead sleep.
Yeah.
It's hard to wake him up,
Yeah.
even by shaking him.
Has he ever laid on that vibrator and have it gone off?
Yeah.
So he knows what it feels like?
Yeah, but
While he was sleeping?
we tried to, and like I said, it wasn't the best of,
Yeah.
but it's the only thing we could find that would.
You did what you could do.
It took us a lot of research to find that setup.
Yeah.
And we went to different fire companies. They're like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
We don't provide anything.
Any other things go through your head? I mean, I just want, I want to try and put myself in your shoes a little bit
I wouldn't.
and think about, because I'm sure you've thought of everything, and obviously we haven't. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking to you right now.
Nobody sleeps through thick, dark smoke unless they are knocked unconscious or dead. And right now, what detectives need is a timeline for when Ernest left the house.
How often do dogs take off?
Recently, it's been more often, a couple times a week. But other than that, it was maybe once every couple months. And, someone comes over and they open the door, they both take off, and you don't expect everybody to block them. So,
Right.
but friends of ours said that when we went to Virginia in December, they had the problem with both of them getting out, and it took them hours to get back.
Do you remember the last time you had to go chasing after him?
No, it happens too often.
Was it once a week, once a month?
No. On a good month, once, sometimes more.
Gotcha.
Now they're brothers and sisters, so once they get up, they want to go run together. Yeah, I know their spots, so.
Dogs can easily find their way home anytime. Everybody who's a dog owner knows this. But Ernest decided to leave Jeffrey unsupervised and alone. And at this point, detectives are getting tired of his excuses as they drop everything they have on the table.
And you've got to answer this for me,
No.
because you and Heather are the only two that can answer this. We know that JR was dead before the fire.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. To medical certainty. I'll call him the ME just to make it simple. The ME in Binghamton, he did an autopsy on JR, and he can say with medical certainty, JR was dead before the fire.
I did not know that.
And he can also say there's no medical reason why that happened, meaning it wasn't his heart. He didn't have a stroke, no heart attack, none of that stuff. So there's two people that have to answer that question. That's you and Heather.
Mhm.
Right? I wasn't there, you wasn't there. It was you, Heather, and JR that were there.
Mhm.
Nobody else was there, right? Just the three of you. Okay. So we know JR was dead before the fire. So what happened? What happened to JR?
I don't know.
EJ, that's not gonna work, buddy.
I know that.
We gotta answer this question. And I don't know it's not gonna work. You and Heather know.
I told you what happened.
But you left something out here. You had to have. For
I
JR to be dead before the fire, you had to have left something out. And how did it happen?
don't know. He went to bed. And
How do you think it happened?
well, that's how I knew it was fire.
Did you snap?
No.
That peeing in the room thing? Did you snap?
No.
You just lost it with him, with
No.
JR?
Let me ask you this, Ernie. How did you know that Junior was still in the house? The only thing you've told us all this whole time is that you knew he was in that house. But if the room's filled with smoke and you can't see him, how did you know he was in there?
Because I assume.
You knew he was in there because he was already dead.
He's not the type to get out.
you said you tested everything with him on those.
Right.
You didn't hear any alarms go off. You would have heard the alarms go off. I mean, we're just trying to get to the bottom of it. Okay, but you're not helping us any.
How ain't
Because Heather's over there and she's doing the same thing.
Right.
Okay, she's
I
over
realize
there
that.
helping. She's talking. She's telling us what took place. Okay? So, we expect the same out of you.
You
And
gotta
I've
give us
been
a
cooperating.
Right, and we appreciate that.
Yeah.
But EJ, you gotta give us something happened.
Why would I kill him?
We're not saying you did.
Why would I snap?
We're not
These
saying
things
you did.
happen sometimes. Things weigh on you. I get that. We're both parents. We
You
get
do not understand what weighs on me.
You're right. I'm not you. What I'm saying
You don't
is,
even know why I got in the foster care.
I don't. Why don't you tell me why?
Because I shot a kid in Afghanistan. Mother and son.
And now you're atoning for that. I get that.
So one way I gave back was doing foster care, and he came along. From day one, I wanted to adopt him.
And we
Told-
care about Heather. How'd
She
she
wa-
feel about it?
She wanted to too. I mean, we
Okay.
went back and forth, you know. I mean, it was stressful in the beginning, but
Sure. But, now she's pregnant. You guys got your own kid on the way. You've been trying forever. You already had this miscarriage. She's stressed out as hell with the pregnancy, worried about a miscarriage and dealing with JR and his peeing all over his room. I know she was stressed. I've seen messages from her that said so.
yeah,
Did she lose it?
no,
Did she do something to JR?
no.
Well, one of you two knows something. It's you or her. Right? Tell me what you think. What do you think happened to JR then?
Like I've been telling you, the fire. That's all I know.
Okay, but we know that's not the case.
Then I don't know.
Possible.
The ME can say, and he's been doing this for decades,
I get it.
he can say that he did not die in the fire. When people die in the fire, there's a lot of evidence. You have soot that you're breathing in, right? And carbon monoxide in your blood builds up, and that's what kills you. It's not usually the heat, it's not the flames, it's smoke inhalation. And two ways they know smoke inhalation: soot in your mouth, in your nose, in your trachea, and in your lungs, and a carbon monoxide level in your blood that's high. JR had none of that. He had no soot, he didn't need soot, and his carbon monoxide level is what ours
Right.
are now, okay? Which indicates that he's not in at the time the smoke gets to him in his room. And the only reason he's not in when the smoke gets there is because he knows already. People were there when that must have happened. You and Heather.
We need to know if it was an
So,
accident or
did he
what
go to
happened.
dinner with you?
Yes.
Did you guys go that night to dinner?
Yes.
Was it the night before you went to dinner?
No.
Okay, so sometime between when you come home from dinner, at say whatever time, 6:30, 7 o'clock, and the time of the fire at 1 a.m., something happened to JR.
I don't know what happened.
You or Heather, or both of you, know what happened. Somebody's got to tell us what happened. JR's done all he can to tell us what happened. Now one of you two has to pick it up from there and tell us what happened.
I've been telling you what happened.
You've been telling us a version that you want us to believe of what happened, but I don't think everything you've told us is true. For one thing, there's this missing hour of your time.
Then I have no idea what that hour was.
For another thing, there's a missing 3 hours of Heather's time. We know where she went. We've got her on video.
And that don't add up either. That doesn't make any sense at all.
She's lied to us about where she went and what she did.
How'd she lie?
Because she said she went to Walmart and price shop her back to Walmart.
Okay.
She didn't.
We're telling you the truth.
She just some reason why I don't believe it.
I can show you video and
Okay.
show you that she did not go to the Norwich Price Shopper. She lied about where she went. Here's another thing. She doesn't normally drive. Why did she get a bug in her about driving off at 10:30 that night?
I told
And
you.
going on a 3-hour tour for stuff she doesn't have to go get that night. It would have waited. She left that house, your house, for a reason. And I think it was so that you could help her out.
No.
Something happened to JR. You guys had come up with an idea on how to help hide that. And then your house catches fire.
Why would I burn my house down?
Somewhere between dinner and the fire, something happened to Jeffrey, and Ernest has an hour nobody can account for, while Heather has 3. One of them clearly knows what happened to Jeffrey, and it's only a matter of time before the truth comes out.
Why would I lose $2,000 a month?
To hide what happened to JR.
I'm not like that.
What do you mean? Why would you lose
We're
$2,000
gonna
a
get to the
month?
situation, man.
You weren't at touching no ring.
I was.
What'd I say?
That you get $2,000 a month for JR.
Exactly.
Did you ever tell anybody that?
Yeah. Everybody knew we had a stipend for him.
Did you ever tell anybody, that sucks for losing $2,000 a month?
That wasn't our priority.
Did you ever say that to anybody?
Why would I?
I'm asking.
Why would I need to?
Did you ever say that to anybody?
It never came up. No one asked.
I'm asking you, did you ever say that to anybody?
Yes
who?
or no?
Not
To
who?
who? Did you ever say it to Heather, for example?
No.
You never made that comment to Heather?
I mean, we were trying to figure out what to do, but nothing but the money.
But did you say it?
No, we look at our bills and try to figure out how we're going to do it.
Did you ever say to anybody, there goes $2,000 a month?
No.
Okay, thank you. That's all I'm asking.
Why would I say it, though? Why are you putting words in my mouth?
Because it's true, for one thing.
Absolutely not putting words in your mouth. I'm just asking you a question.
But it is
That's
true,
it.
isn't it?
What, I'm losing 2,000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also lost a son.
And we know something's done to him. We know this. And you know it too. In there, I know you know it. And until you talk about it, it's not going to go away. It's just going to be in there. It's going to fester. You know how this
You don't
goes.
think I don't know that, do you?
I know you know this, but I'm trying to remind you of
I
this.
think I know this better than anyone in this
You
station.
probably do, EJ. You probably do. Given your history, you probably do. You're right. And you know that if you don't get that out of there, it's just going to keep festering. Now's the time. Now's the time.
I think it's time for our lawyers.
You think or you know?
Oh, I know. Either you charge me or you let us go.
What should I charge it with?
I don't know. You're fucking finger saying that we know something that we don't.
All right. You willing to sit here for a few more minutes while I make a phone call then?
If you want.
Okay. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. How's your water? You good?
Yep.
Don't need a refill? Okay.
Detectives now have a possible motive. Jeffrey had been reduced to a $2,000 paycheck, and clearly Ernest is more worried about that check than he is about the son he's just lost. But why was the couple getting this money? Essentially, Jeffrey had been adopted through foster care, which came with a monthly subsidy from the state. This was money to help cover the cost of raising a child with his level of need. The Franklins, however, made sure that this money went to them and not to Jeffrey's needs. Now with a possible motive on the table, detectives turn to Heather, because now they need to pin down her part in this and make sure she takes the fall for what she's done. Suffice to say, with the way Heather is acting, that won't be easy.
Heather, you're being very careful on how you answer these questions. I get it. But you're so defensive in defending him, and I'm
not defending him. I'm trying to tell you, like,
I'm not asking questions that
things
are right
vary.
or wrong.
I wasn't there. Things vary.
So
When you have dogs, they vary on what goes on.
as much as you're trying to answer questions for him, he's already answered these questions, and I'm telling you his answers. And you're defending his answers when they're directly his.
I'm not defending his answers. I'm telling you what I know.
So what you do know, and you probably already answered this, but I just want to clarify it. You went to Walmart initially.
Yes.
And what was the reason that you went to Price Chopper?
Because I'd forgotten the Benadryl, the main reason I went.
So you went to Price Chopper. What'd you get at Price Chopper?
I like cereal. I didn't like the price of the Benadryl.
Okay. So how much was the Benadryl at Price Chopper?
I don't remember. It was ridiculous.
Do you remember about how much more?
No, I don't.
So why did you return to Walmart in Norwich?
Well, one, to get the Benadryl, and two, because there was this blanket I had in mind that I really wanted to go back and get. And three, I was trying to tire myself out with the car rides.
So you initially went to Walmart to get Benadryl.
Oh yeah, and to tire myself out for bed.
You forgot to get the Benadryl.
Right.
So you drove to Price Chopper and got the Benadryl in Sydney.
Well,
Or
I was headed
went
home
there.
and I remembered.
Okay, so you go back to Price Chopper where you
Yes.
plan on getting the Benadryl, but
Yes.
you don't get the Benadryl because it's too expensive.
And I got Life cereal instead.
2 things. How many? 1, 2?
Of Life cereal?
Yeah.
It was like on sale.
And then at that point in time, in
Okay,
Price
you're
Chopper,
fine.
you said, this is too much, I'm going back to Walmart to buy it.
Yeah.
So you spend
Well, I just know how, yeah.
right. So you spend the gas that the truck gets probably 14 miles to the gallon to go back to
Like I
Walmart.
said, the main thing was trying to tire myself out, too.
No, the main thing was Benadryl.
Well, originally when you go out, yes.
And how often do you leave at night?
Not often. It's only happened a couple times before.
Like a couple times in a year, a couple times in 10 years?
A couple times since I've been pregnant.
How long you been pregnant? 27 weeks?
weeks. Been having trouble sleeping.
If you were in my shoes, Heather, what would you think? And I'm not asking your husband's shoes, I'm asking my shoes, so speak freely.
I've told you, I
Okay.
don't doubt what you're saying.
Just tell me what you think if you were in my shoes. Talking the way we've been talking, given the information you have. In my shoes, mine, what would you think?
I mean, I would want answers too.
Okay, but tell me why I would not want answers. How do you think my mind would be thinking? Explain to me, in my shoes, and we're switching roles here, what would you think in my shoes?
I don't know. I just could tell you what I'm thinking, and
What are you thinking?
anything I say is going to be wrong. Even
It's
though
not
I'm
wrong.
telling you what.
We're trying to make.
I'm not twisting your
I know you're trying to.
You're at a point right now where you need to help yourself out.
And I am, and I'm telling you exactly.
You're-
You know, one thing. What if I told you there were 5 people that have told us that you have been extremely stressed out, especially the week before JR's
There's
death?
nothing new about that.
The math doesn't make sense no matter how you look at it. She was spending more driving between both stores, and her excuse that she wanted to save costs doesn't cut it. The real question is, why did she decide that specific distance, that specific night, while Ernest was alone with Jeffrey?
You have to make a decision for you in the very, very
I don't know
future.
what
I know,
decision
listen to
you
me.
need.
No, no,
I
no.
don't even
no,
know what
I'm
decisions
saying-
I'm presented
I-
with
I'm
right
t-
now.
I'm gonna
Like,
tell
I
you.
don't.
That night was bad enough, and you were so frustrated that 11 o'clock at night you got in that car without a
I was
license.
not frustrated when I
And
got
you-
in the car.
You needed to space, and you needed time
I
to
was
clear your
not
head.
frustrated when I got in the car.
Okay.
I wasn't
I-
frustrated at my husband. I gave
I
him a
mis-
goodbye kiss
I
and
was
hug.
misunderstanding you because I thought you said you were raising a special needs child and you needed
Yes,
to get
I
out.
was
And that's
not
why he
taken
didn't
out. I needed just me time.
Right.
It wasn't about, yes, I was frustrated with JRP and stuff, but when I got in the car, it was not out of frustration. It was out of,
Me time.
You need to breathe.
like, just,
Need a break.
I
But
mean, it's
in-
not like I left in anger or anything.
Sure.
It was, okay,
Right.
I'm just going to the store, just to unwind, to
Right.
get the Benadryl.
Now, hold on. Before you answer that, just think a second. With what we presented you, and with him saying that, what would
I
you
mean, I could-
assume?
I could just say what you guys are leading at.
No, stop.
But, I mean, that's what I'm...
I know
it's-
what you're thinking, and this is what concerns me. Do you want me to be truthful with you?
Yes.
My concern is no matter what I say or she says or we do, you're always on the defense when it comes to EJ.
The one thing detectives haven't been able to explain is why Ernest ran off after the dogs that night. Fortunately, though, Heather has just thrown him under the bus for doing exactly that as she scrambles to save her own skin.
All right.
This little guy.
So, like I said, I've been talking to EJ all morning, and I mean, there's some things that aren't adding up. I'm sure you guys have been all over this. So,
Yes.
here's the facts. You and EJ and JR are at home, right? It's a fact.
At home when?
on March 28th.
February.
I'm sorry, February
The
28th.
night.
The night of the fire.
At 9 o'clock. We did a movie.
Right, earlier in the night, the three of you are home.
Either that or we went out to dinner. Like I said, I don't remember it was that day or the day before.
Okay, let's say after dinner, you guys are home, the three. Nobody else is there, right?
No.
Okay. JR goes to bed.
Yeah.
Walks himself into bed.
What's that?
He walks himself into bed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Last you see him, he's alive, going into the bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Some point after that, some point after 8:30, 9 o'clock, around 1 a.m., somebody calls 911 that your house is on fire. It's a fact, right?
Right.
So somewhere between 8:39 and 1 a.m.,
Finish.
JR gets killed. And it's not by the fire.
That's what he was saying.
But that's also a fact. The medical examiner, who's done this for decades,
Right. That's what
right.
I
The medical certainty in his mind that JR was not alive at the time of the fire, was not breathing. That's a fact. Okay. There's two people in the house when this happens. Between that time and 1 a.m. You and EJ.
Mm-hmm.
Who did it?
I told you my story.
He told us your story.
He did the movie. And I went out.
Did you leave because you knew EJ was about to do something to JR?
No. I left him with a kiss and a hug.
Okay, well, look at it from our side.
Right.
You make this long journey, right? So I'll stop right here. In the interest of full disclosure, EJ's going to jail. Right now he's under arrest for murder. So what it looks like to me is you conspired as part of this whole thing with him. You knew what happened. You had to leave the house to set your alibi.
No.
That's what it looks like.
No.
Then you need to be honest with us and tell us what you know, because otherwise that's what it looks like. If you don't give us the truth, this is what it looks like I'm sitting where we are.
It's what it's going to look like when it goes to grand jury.
Remember when I asked you what else you could do to possibly prove that you're telling us the truth?
Mm-hmm.
And you said you weren't sure what else you could do?
Yeah.
What about...
Now's your chance.
Yeah.
It's right now.
What?
Because here's the problem for you, Heather. What it looks like is you're part of this conspiracy.
I don't understand how.
Well, because you basically disappear for 3 hours and drive to Norwich, to Sydney, back to Norwich again for things that you didn't really need to get at that point. You certainly didn't have to go to stores in 2 different towns to get them. That's why it looks like that. So your time frame doesn't add up. EJ's time frame we know is BS. And don't forget, I've been talking to him all morning. He's being arrested for a reason. Right? Now's your chance. Otherwise, you run the risk of being arrested along with him and going to jail tonight too.
I don't understand, what you guys want me to say.
We want to know.
The truth. The truth. And don't leave anything out. If you left anything out, we'll clear the slate and start fresh from here forward. And I'm not going to hold it against you. I won't hold it against you if you left something out, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go from here forward, clean slate. What did you leave out?
Nothing that I could think of.
There's got to be something. There is something.
There's too much
Yeah.
here.
It all points to something is being left out. Don't be culpable because you're leaving
Don't go
something
down
out.
with us too.
What's that?
Don't go down with us too.
I don't know what.
Because whatever he's saying, we have to confirm as well.
Right.
So if he's saying, and I'm just saying out, if he's saying you did something and he started the fire to cover it up, then he's only on the hook for the fire.
Mm-hmm.
But if he did something and you left so he could start the fire, you've got to tell us that that's what happened or whatever the situation is. Did you know before we told you that JR was not breathing before the fire?
I don't know.
Did you have any indication that something happened prior to you leaving that would cause him to stop?
No. I
He's-
find it extremely strange that he didn't get up out of bed to get out. Yes and no.
You mean when the fire happened?
Yeah. But obviously, if you're saying he wasn't able to get out of bed.
Because he wasn't breathing. Is there something that you're leaving out about maybe EJ's anger or something that happened earlier that day or something that would
Not that day. I mean, does he have anger problems? Yes.
Okay, but anything that would indicate that something happened to...
Within even those past 3 days.
Right.
Not
Did
that
he
that would
have
indicate. I mean, I don't remember the past 3 days. Like I said, when he got angry, he'd go outside.
Did he ever, in those 3 days, was he ever angry and went outside?
I don't
remember. You gotta start thinking hard.
I really don't remember.
Did you step in at all in those past 3 days to intervene?
Intervening what? Between him and JR? No. I mean, besides the
Or
typical.
did he have to step in with you, like we were talking?
Besides the typical, I don't remember his everyday life.
So you had to intervene typically.
Not typically. I mean, we tag teamed like we were talking about earlier.
Let me ask you this. What happens if you take the polygraph and it comes back that you're being deceitful?
Mm-hmm.
Where do we go from there?
Well, that won't happen.
It won't.
No.
And you're adamant.
Yeah.
That everything you told us is the truth and you're not leaving anything out.
You've walked yourself into a situation to believe all this stuff makes sense. What you've done and your actions make sense. It doesn't. You are his mother. You claim you are his mother.
I am.
So make it make sense. You are saving yourself, and it's very transparent. No mom does that.
I'm not saving myself. I don't understand how you say I'm saving myself.
Because everything else does not make sense. He went to bed, and EJ set that fire. And that's what it looks like. The facts tell us that. And you're out gallivanting from
I had
Sydney
no idea
to
that he
Norwich to
was.
Sydney to go back for a fire.
Heather sticks to her story, but the detectives already heard enough. It was clear that the couple were in on it, and there was no point pressing her any further. Ultimately, Ernest was found guilty of second-degree murder, third-degree arson, and tampering with evidence, resulting in a sentence of 21 years to life in prison. Heather, on the other hand, pleaded guilty to manslaughter and was sentenced to 7 to 11 years in prison. The gap in those sentences is the legal system's best guess at the gap in their responsibility. Whether that gap reflects reality is something only the two of them know. Our thoughts are with Jeffrey, someone who deserved a much better home and life than what he got with Ernest and Heather. We hope you enjoyed today's video. 85% of our viewers aren't subscribed, so if this is the kind of content you come back for, just hit subscribe. It's the single biggest thing you can do to support the channel. If you want to keep watching more, check out one of the most intense cases we've ever covered right here, or catch up on our latest upload right here.